refraction of light through a glass prism, students. Through a glass prism, we'll trace the path of the ray of light when it passes through a glass prism. We'll measure the angle of deviation for different angle of incidence, students. See, for given angle of incidence, we have to measure, we have to calculate by drawing the ray ray diagram for the glass prism, and we have to find out the deviation, standard deviation of a prism, students. So let us start with the practical. Students, we are having prism, you can see this is prism, students. We are having prism. We are going to use this prism. What we'll do, see, suppose I'll keep it like this and I'll draw outer margin as we do in glass lab. Here also in a same way we'll draw outer margin, students. We'll draw outer margin. See, I'll start to draw outer margin, students. Just a second. See, I'll draw outer margin. You can see, students. See, I have drawn outer margin. With the help of scale, I'll complete this. This is when you will see it is incomplete. I'll complete it with the help of scale. See, students, how I have done. Now, is it clear to you till here? Any doubt? See, first what will we do? We'll take prism. We'll draw outer margin. We'll draw outer margin, and then we'll make sure that it is complete, because here when you will see the edges are broken, that's why it was not complete. So what did I do? I used the scale, and with the help of scale I have drawn this outer margin. Now we have done with the margin. Here what will we do? See, one surface will choose for the ray of light to be entered. See, ray of light will suppose enter from this surface, then it will exit from the another surface. Suppose ray of light is entering from this surface like this, it will exit from this surface. Are you getting, students? See, from one surface ray of light will enter, and from other surface it will exit. Suppose the ray of light is coming like this. Suppose ray of light is coming like this. After refraction it will bend and it will go like this, and then it will come out, right, students? So here on this surface I'll choose any point here. Suppose I'll choose point over here, students. Just a second, I'll choose point over here. Now here I'll draw a normal means 90-degree. We'll use protractor. You can see protractor, students. With the help of protractor I'll draw 90-degree, students. I'll draw 90-degree. See, now I'll choose 90-degree here. See, you can see, students. Now I'll draw a line. See, a line is drawn perpendicular to this. This is 90-degree, students. This is 90-degree. So we have drawn a normal. A normal is drawn, students. Now what I'll do, here I'll draw a 60-degree angle. It may be 60, 30 or 45. Whatever angle is given in exam, you will have to do that, students. Here I'll choose 60-degree. I'll draw angle for 60-degree. Now I'll keep protractor like this, students. See, you can see. You know how to draw angle. See, 10, yes. Okay, so what I'll do, as you are saying, you are insisting, I'll do for 45 degrees, students. See, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, I'll take 45, students. Here I'll take 45. See, you can take for 30, 60 or 45 degree. Here I am doing for 45 degree, as you are insisting. I'll do for 45 degrees, students. See, I'll draw angle. See here, students. Now we got, I'll check it whether it is 45-degree proper or not. See, you can see, students, we have drawn 45-degree. We have drawn 45-degree, students. I'll mark it. I'll mark it 45-degree. See, students, I have marked 45-degree. So we have drawn 45-degree angle. See, this is my ray of incident light. Ray of incident light is there. I'll mark arrow so that you will come to know. Now here on this ray of light, I'll erect few tachnis. Few means two, not more than that. You will erect two tachnis. So here I'll take two tachnis and erect over here, students. See, I have erected one tachni. One tachni is erected. Now I'll erect one more tachni. See, students, you can see two tachnis are erected now. There is problem. Okay, so two tachnis are erected. Now what I'll do, students, I'll replace the prism here on this outer margin as it was there when it was drawn, students. So you can see I have replaced this glass prism as it is. Yeah, now it is replaced as it is. Now what I'll do, students, I'll just make sure that I'll see from another surface. See, I must know from which surface the ray of light is entering. Just a second, students. I'll just remove this dust. Now here, students, when you will see here, when I'll just a second, students. When I'll show you, see, you can see, students, a ray of light is entering from this surface. The ray of light is entering from this surface, students. See, from here it is entering. So from where will it exit? From this surface it will exit. It will exit from this surface, students. Are you getting? From here it will exit. See, when it will enter from this surface, when it will enter from this surface, it will exit from another surface, students. Here it will exit, students. So what I'll do, I'll see from this side, students. I'll see from this side. Now I'll just show you, students. I'll just show you. You can see, students. You can see. See here, you will not see outside, you will not see outside, you will see inside the glass. You will see inside the glass. You can see, students, you will able to see two pins are there, two tachnis are there. Two tachnis you can see, students. I'll just bring it near to you. I'll just zoom it. You can see, students, two tachnis are there. Two tachnis are there. You can see these two tachnis. Here you will see these two Tashni, students. You will not see outside. You will not see outside. You will see inside the glass. You will see inside the glass prism this surface. See, if it is entering from the behind surface. We'll see from here. Now we'll adjust our eyesight, students. We'll adjust our eyesight in such a way that we should able to see only one prism. Sorry, one pin. We should able to see only one pin. Just a second, students. I'll just bring it near to you and I'll make sure that it is clear to you. You can see, students, it is clear to you. Here, here I'll adjust my eyesight in such a way that I should able to see only single pin. That the second pin must be hidden. See, it is hidden. You can see the top part because it is height is different. The behind one is a little taller one. So you must able to see the top, but below you will not able to see anything, students. Is it clear to you? Now what I'll do, students, I'll erect one more tashni. I'll erect one more tashni in such a way that both of the other two tashnis must be hidden behind this tashni, students. Must be hidden behind this tashni. So I'll take tashni, students. Just a second. So here I have taken a tashni, students. Now erect it in a straight line. I'll erect in a straight line in such a way that the remaining two must be hidden. See, if I'll erect like this. See, oh sorry, glass prism is disturbed. You can see students, glass prism is disturbed students. While doing this practical, you will make sure the glass prism should not be disturbed. So here students, you can see one straight line. Now I'll erect a Tashni in such a way that it should the remaining two must be hidden behind this students. So I have erected. See, you can see students. See, remaining two are hidden behind this Tashni. Remaining two are hidden behind this Tashni. Only top part you can see students. Top you can see because height is different. Because height is different. So remaining part you will see they are hidden. They are in a straight line students. They are in a straight line. Now I'll erect one more Tashni. I'll erect one more Tashni. See, rest other Tashnis must be hidden behind this. See, rest other Tashnis are hidden behind this Tashni students. You can see the top part. Why? Because the height of these Tashnis are different. Height of these Tashnis are different. That's why you can see the top. But when you will see, they are in a straight line. See, all four are in a straight line. You can see students. You can see the all four Tashnis are in a straight line. Now what I'll do students, just a second. I'll adjust the camera. I'll show you. See, you can see how it looks now. You can see how it looks. Students, see, ray of light is entering from here. See, it is entering from this end, this surface. Students, here the ray of light is entering from here and it will exit from the another surface students. It will exit from this surface. It will exit from this surface. You can see students, see, it is entering from this surface and it will exit from this surface. Now what I'll do students, now I'll just fix the camera. I'll just fix the camera and I'll show you what to do. What is the next step now? I'll show you the next step, what should be done here. Just a second students, just a second. I'll just fix the camera and then I'll show you what should be done now. So here, just a second students. So here now students, we can remove this. I'll keep it away. I'll keep it away students. Now what I'll do students, I'll remove these Tashnis one by one. See, when I remove this, here I'll draw a circle and circle this point. I'll remove another Tashni. Here, another circle. I'll remove this circle. All the four Tashnis are removed. All the four Tashnis are removed now. Here, students, I'll draw a ray of light passing through this 2 points, students. I'll draw a line which will represent a ray of light passing through this 2 points, students. You can see I have drawn a line. Now this is the ray of light which is emerging out. The ray of light which is emerging out, students. This is a ray of light which is emerging out from the prism, students. Here we'll join these 2 points, students. We'll join these 2 points. See, these 2 points I'll join over here, students. See, I have connected. Now this angle is I, students. This angle is I, angle of incidence. This angle will become R, students. This is R, angle of refraction, students. Angle of refraction. Here at this point, students, at this point I'll draw a normal, students. I'll draw a normal. Normal means perpendicular, students. I'll draw a perpendicular here. Just a second, students. I'll draw a perpendicular. Only few seconds, students. See, now it is perfect. I'll draw 90 degrees, students. See, 90 degree you can see. See, I'll mark over here. I'll mark over here. Now I'll draw 90 degree. See, you can see, students. Here I'll draw 90 degrees, students. 90 degrees drawn. I'll draw 90-degree angle symbol, students. See, this is 90. This is 90. Now what I'll do, students? Now I'll extend this ray of light, students. This ray of light which is emerging out, I'll extend this ray of light in backward direction, students. I'll extend it in backward direction. See, I'm going to extend it in backward direction, students. You can see this. See, I have drawn a dotted line, students. I have drawn a dotted line. With the help of dotted line, I have tried to show you this backward extension of this ray of light, students. In the same way, I'll extend this incident ray of light in forward direction, students. See here. You will make sure you must be perfect so that you will get perfect diagram, students. See, I'll extend it, students. See, you will draw a dotted line, and with the help of dotted line you will able to draw. See here. So it is extended. Now this angle what you got over here, this angle is called delta. Delta, students. This angle is called as delta. Angle of deviation. This is angle of deviation. Students, here I is there, R is there, delta is there, E is there, students. This is E, students. E. This is E, students. Let us measure. See, I, you know, students. I is how much? It is 45 degrees, students. I is 45 degree. Now what is about R, what is about delta, and what is about E? Let us measure. Let us measure. Students, first I'll measure R, students. I'll measure R. See, I'll keep it like this. See, when you will see R, it is 30 degree, students. You can see 30 degree. It is 30 degree. So I'll write R is equal to 30 degree. So here R is equal to 30 degree. Now I'll see what is the measure of E. What is the value of E? Here E is 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. 48 degrees, students. It is 48 degree. So I'll write E is equal to 48 degrees, students. E I'll write 48 degree. Now I'll measure delta. What is the value of delta, students? See, what is the value of delta? See here, students, when you will see it is 45, students. 10, 20, 30, sorry, it is 35, students. It is 35. You can see, students, this dotted line you can see, this is 35 degrees, students. This is 35 degrees. So I'll write delta is equal to 35 degrees. So I have measured all the values, students. I have measured all values. So this is your experiment, students. This is how you will do in exam. See, we did for 45. We did for I is equal to 45 degrees, students. We did for I is equal to 45. You can repeat it with I is equal to 60 degree, with I is equal to 30 degree, and you can show it to the examiner in exam if he is or she is asking you to show it for different angles, students. But most probably in exam you will do for one angle only, because you will have limited time. They will not give 2 3 angles, but for one of the three, 45, 60 and 30 you will have to do. So you will make sure that you will do it properly, students. Thank you, students. You understood this?